Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Hello everybody and welcome to The Worst Writer in the World with...
Howard Long!
It is you, Howard Long, and me, the other one. Thanks to the British Comedy Guide for hosting us, thanks to you for listening to us, and thanks,
it was
of
going to
course...
rhyme then. I thought you were going to say for toasting us or something.
All right, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Thanks to the British Comedy Guide for hosting us, and thanks to you for toasting us.
Yeah.
And of course, thanks to our lovely patrons on Patreon
Whoa, they are
for
lovely.
paying for that toast.
Yeah, thanks for
Alright.
paying for our toast, guys.
And welcome to our new Secret Gang member this week, Rebecca Lodge.
Rebecca Lodge!
Yeah. So, Howard, are you ready for the plot so far?
Yes.
This week, it's by Stuart Trahorn. The Hush had come to Shaftesbury Avenue to see Judi Dench and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but stayed to make everything quiet and dead. A live person, Ace, was safe thanks to Dicky Science. Or she would be if she could push a flipping button right. Some quick Discman smashing protects her head holes. And finally, after an episode and a half, the Hush is defeated. But in bringing it on board, they've also brought Fitch. A mysterious being that doesn't have a body and so has no reason to change its pants. He's gaseous now, but could soon become very, very firm.
You know you need unique New York. You need New York, unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Go on.
Hello, Howard.
You'll go.
What
Go
do I
on.
have to say?
You need New York.
You need New York. That's difficult, right? You need New York.
Unique New York.
Unique New York.
You know you need unique New York.
You know you need unique New York.
You can't
Yeah, I
do
couldn't-
it. Yeah.
You know you need unique New York.
Yeah, you need New York, unique New York. You know you need unique New York.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it, yeah. You knew you know, you niggly no, niddly naddly niddly no.
You're better. That's amazing.
Yay! Winner!
I can't believe I went to RADA for 3 years to learn how to do that, and then you learn it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, when you went to RADA for 3 years, you just got locked in that cupboard.
I know.
You didn't learn anything in that cupboard.
No, I learned to be afraid of the dark and to be afraid of cupboards, and
Yeah. And just said that unique York.
yeah, that thing.
Unique York over and over again.
And then after 3 years, what I learned was how to get out of cupboards.
Well, that one cupboard in less than in just under 3 years. Now, if you lock Howard in that cupboard, he can get out of it
Yeah.
in just under 3 years.
I'm like a
and that's a
magician.
guarantee.
Yeah.
It will never take him more than 3 years. Any other cupboard, we don't know, but that one definitely less than 3 years.
When are the Daleks turning up?
They're not in this because remember
They're
you
not in
said
it?
you're not allowed to use them because the book publishers didn't have the rights to them. So you've got to invent your own monsters.
When are the Cybermen turning
Same
up?
problem. Your remit was invent your own monsters, and you, clever Howard, invented something amazing called the Hush.
Ooh.
Because when people or aliens get noisy, the Hush goes, "I'm not having any of this.
It's like
I'm
an
gonna
annoyed
eat."
neighbour.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that noise.
Earth, keep it down.
To be honest, when my neighbours are noisy, if I could eat their sound, even if it accidentally killed them, I think I might do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're more and more these days. You're into murder, aren't you?
Yeah. The older you get, I mean, they do say the older you get, the more murdery you become.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and that is true. So the Hush ate all the sound in London, and consequently, everyone died because that's how that works.
Yeah.
All right, but Ace and Doctor Who used an imaginary Walkman and
Right.
Ace's imaginary ears
Wow.
to capture the Hush and
guess
put it
the
in TARDIS prison.
Doctor Who correctly reasoned that something, did he?
Yeah, he correctly reasoned that putting an imaginary Walkman on Ace would help get the Hush in TARDIS prison. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Does make sense.
So let's see what Doctor Who's got to say about this situation to his wide-eyed companion Ace. With no sound to feed on, it will merely pass into the annals like a fall of rain. It will pass into the annals, Ace, don't worry. It's just passing into my annals right now. I'm just passing it into my
I
annals.
hope it doesn't pass into my annal.
Oh no, it's not going to pass into your annals, Ace. I've pressed the pass into Doctor Who's annals button. Not
plenty of room
the,
in
not
there,
the
Ace.
shove it up Ace's annals.
I've got my annal's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
It's fucking massive out there. Okay, so blah blah like a fall of rain. Are you sure? She asked, eyes wide, and now is side. See, I'm doing it right. Eyes wide. Are you sure, Doctor Who? I'm positive, Ace. When have I ever let you down? Says Doctor Who. I think she's going to have a comedy answer to this. What do you reckon?
Maybe she's going to turn out to be an inflatable Ace. And he's going to go, right now. And he goes, and she just deflates.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that would be an unexpected twist. When have I ever let you down, inflatable Ace? Never, Doctor. Well, now I have. So many people, though, she murmured. So many people, though,
She
murmured.
So many people. She murmured.
All right, I'll try it again. So many people, though, she murmured. Her head hung low.
Okay.
I need you to be strong, Ace, more than ever.
Because, I can't lift this chair.
Can you lift the chair for me? I've been trying all morning.
That's not a chair, that's a Dalek.
I can't.
Dalek's chairs, I'm getting old, I can't
All
tell the
things you
difference.
sit on, aren't they? I can't lift it. Can you pick up the Dalek
Stop
for
fucking
me?
being pedantic and pick up the fucking Dalek Ace. Exterminate! It's exterminate! Oh,
Why have you reprogrammed it to say exterminate?
why have you got a regular gun?
Yeah, I thought it would be more accurate because it's going to exterminate you. Okay. So many people, though, she murmured.
Turning more into Frank Spencer. What's going on? Betty!
So many people. Oh my God.
Betty, though! Betty, though, Doctor! Betty!
Yes,
Brilliant.
Betty is dead. No, she says, so many people, though.
Got a bit of a problem, Doctor Who. So many Bettys, though. So
So
many
many
whoopsies.
people, though.
So many whoopsies, though.
What?
What
What do you mean?
are you talking about, Ace?
Why are you saying so many whoopsies, though? Sorry, I meant dead people. I got the words confused. I said whoopsies instead of dead
But
people.
it was Frey Spacer. Frey Spacer.
Fresh Spacer. Are you just trying to confuse my Dalek? It doesn't say exterminate Fresh Spacer, does it? It does
Cannot
now.
compute. Self-destruct. Oh, no, you've killed another Dalek, Ace.
So many people, though. She murmured. Her head hung low. I need you to be strong, Ace, more than ever.
Got to pick that Dalek up
Now we've done this.
before it exterminate Frey Spaces you. Have we done that bit, though? I'm not sure what's going on anymore, Doctor.
Before it exterminate Fresh Spaces me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's probably just something I was thinking in my head.
Okay,
and it
I think
didn't
I put
happen.
my sonic screwdriver on the wrong setting. I meant to put it on exterminate setting, but I put it on exterminate fresh. They're very close together, that's the problem.
Okay.
They're only one number apart.
What's a sonic screwdriver, Doctor Who?
What? What's that she
Oh, well, what she said is, what's a sonic screwdriver, Doctor Do? But she didn't mean to say,
Oh,
what's
that's
a
what she
sonic
said.
screwdriver.
What did she mean to say?
Doctor Do. She just meant to say, what's a sonic screwdriver, Doctor Who, because he didn't have one, you
She
see.
meant to May what?
She meant to neigh.
Yeah. Exterminate. We've reached maximum dump for today.
Exterminate Frey Spacer. Because it means nothing.
Just a confluence of stupid ideas all coming together in a meaningless phrase. Exterminate Frey Space. Congratulations, us. Congratulations.
Oh, gosh.
We don't deserve congratulations, only one. I need you to be strong, Ace. More than ever. He lifted her chin. which had just fallen off.
Right.
Here's your chin fell off.
I thought you needed her to be strong. But if he's lifting her chin...
No,
then-
that's why he needs her to be strong, because he's just seen, you haven't put it in the pros, but he's just watched her chin fall off. And he's like, I need you to be strong, Ish. Your chin fell off and you're bleeding to death. But stay strong, I'm going to nail it back on.
I can't hold your chin all day, so I need you to hold your chin.
Yeah, well, I'll get the nails. Okay, hammer.
Yeah, he loves nailing things, doesn't he?
He loves nailing Ace's face.
As anyone who's heard the pilot will know that he likes to fix things with nails.
Fixes with nails, yeah. Especially Ace's face. I'm going to nail your face, Ace. Can we go back to Exterby Frey Spacer? This is even more disturbing. So Doctor Who, Mr. Doctor Who, has been reassuring his companion Ace, who's feeling a bit bad about all those piles of dead people she just had to run past
Run
in
over.
London.
Ran over.
Climb over and stuff. She's feeling a bit bad about that, and Doctor Who is trying to help.
Is he going to help by telling her that, don't worry, we've got a time machine, we'll go back and make it so they don't die?
No, of course not. When has he ever done that?
Okay.
That's a fixed point in time, Ace. Oh, they've got to die, okay? So is this. That'd be me punching you then. That was a fixed point in time. So let's see how the wise old Doctor Who is going to console his traumatised companion Ace. The Doctor considered her for a moment before deftly removing a paisley handkerchief from the top pocket of his dark jacket. He handed it to her and smiled vaguely, but could not help be pessimistic of his own words.
Ah,
He had seen 1,000,000 wars. Wow.
seems quite high. Come down with the number of Doctor Who. Okay,
No. Okay, I've seen 1,000,000 wars. Okay, I
World
saw.
War One, World War Two, World War Three.
Do you need me to carry on?
No, sorry, I believe you.
Okay, and then you go away for 3 weeks, come back, World War 998,243. Doctor Who, please stop.
Dalek War One. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, humans haven't quite made it to 1,000,000 wars yet, but they are very close. 1,000,000 wars. I mean, you'd
It's
have
not
to.
supposed to be accurate, is
You'd
it?
have to be a war tourist, right? You'd have to be like. You'd
You
have
know
to,
full well that it's just purposely over exaggerating, because otherwise, if we go like he had seen 6,344 wars,
No.
would be a really
no,
weird
no.
sentence.
I
wouldn't
think
it?
he's seen precisely 1,000,000 wars.
and he won't watch anymore. He's seen
Exactly,
enough.
because he's like, I don't want to say I've seen 1,000,003 wars.
He can't, can you? Every
was-
time he hears guns, he runs away. He's like, fuck it out, there might be a war.
People think he's a coward, but he's like, no, actually, I've seen 1,000,000 wars, okay, and I don't want to have to say a higher number.
I'm not a liar. I don't want to, I don't want to lie and say I've seen 1,000,000 wars when
Yeah.
I've seen 1,000,001. So I'm just literally never going to look at a war
Yeah.
again.
Also, two things, right? Firstly, he hates non-round numbers,
Yeah.
so he would never tell anyone how many wars he'd seen until he'd seen 1,000,000 exactly. And when he says a round number, he means 1,000,000. Like
Yeah.
10 doesn't count, 100 doesn't count.
Only 1,000,000. Yeah.
But also, he's not
Yeah.
actually saying war; he's saying walls. Right?
Absolutely,
I've seen
yeah.
1,000,000 walls.
Well, he's got all those, the TARDIS is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
large, right?
But that means he won't look at any more walls. So
Yeah.
he largely, any new places he goes to, he walks around with his eyes closed.
Yeah, maybe that's why he wears those sunglasses these days. They're just like see-through walls.
Sonic sun. That's why he blinded himself when he.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't an accident. When he was Peter Capaldi and went blind, he was like, "Oh no, I better." He's Scottish as well. I'd better blind myself because I feel like there's a wall coming,
Yeah.
the extra wall. and I've got my
Because he just
mask
got a phone call summoning him to the Wall World. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, not Wall World.
on. I've never been there.
But I'm presuming there's probably quite a few walls there.
Of course, ironically, there isn't.
Yeah.
It's the only world in the universe that has no walls on
It's
it.
just got loads of ice creams on it.
But then
Because it's
it's-
Walls World, actually. I didn't realise. It's just a lot of, it's
And
just
that,
a lot
in
of
fact, no,
cones.
it's called that, and he knew that, but that just made him feel even more nervous about it. Like,
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a lot of walls there.
Yeah, a lot more than there would be on Wall World. That's just at one wall.
Yeah, but that was already too many for him.
Yeah.
But Walls World was really going to
Yeah.
mess up his
Really?
count.
Yeah.
Okay. He had seen 1,000,000 wars and heard the cries of 1,000,000,000 lost souls.
Billion?
Wow, 1,000,000,000 lost souls. So that's when he went to 1,000,000,000 lost souls world
Right.
and listened to them cry, "Oh, it's a terrible noise here. I think I'm going to go somewhere else."
Maybe, no, he clearly only goes to very accurate death walls, right? So he went to 1,000,000 wars, right?
Yeah.
And in each war, like 1,000 people died. Not really that devastating war, then, is it? Only 1,000
I've
people
seen
died.
a lot of very small wars.
Yeah. Or, no, because he went to walls, didn't he?
I've seen a lot of very dangerous walls.
Yeah.
Okay. Every wall I saw 1,000 people die.
collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're right.
You've seen 1 million collapsing buildings from one angle. It's basically what he's saying.
You wouldn't need a million because each collapsing building has at least 4 walls.
I know, that's why I said from one angle.
Oh.
He's like, he didn't walk
Okay.
around the wall. He
He
just
didn't-
stood from one
Yes.
side and watched them
There's
collapse.
a very narrow view on that, yes. Yeah, no, you're right, because if a war with only 1,000 deaths, that's, I mean, obviously that's terrible, but
Yeah, young Howard, you idiot.
that's not, no, it's interesting.
What are you thinking? A million wars with 1,000 people in, you prat.
Oh, what an idiot. Learn to count, young Howard. That's not where I was going, actually.
Yeah, no.
I thought your point was interesting that it's like,
No, I knew
for
it.
a war, that's not many deaths.
No, it's not.
I mean, obviously it's tragic, but most wars have more than 1,000 deaths in them. But for a wall, that's a lot of deaths for one wall. 1,000 people killed by the same wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. Okay. He had seen 1 million walls and heard the cries of 1 billion lost souls. That is 1,000 per wall. He was not lying. He
Didn't say that one.
It says he was not lying, even though I suspect he was.
He was not lying.
He was not lying. He had seen a lot of very dangerous
He'd
walls.
definitely seen 1 million walls. Why would he lie? It's true.
Seriously, why would he lie about, hey guys, I have seen a lot of dangerous walls, okay?
Yeah.
That is something you wouldn't lie about.
No.
I think the next line is what he's not lying about. He was not lying. He needed Ace
Okay.
more than ever.
So he was not lying, comma, he needed Ace.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, or yeah, something like that. Colon, whatever you like, really.
Full stop.
Exclamation mark. Full stop. Yeah. Little squiggly line. Whatever you like. I don't
Chapter
care.
break.
Yeah. Picture of a
Full stop.
Dalek.
End of chapter. Picture of a Dalek. Chapter 2. He needed Ace.
Yeah. I think that's clear enough. Yeah, okay, nailed. All right, I'm going to make a note of that for the redraft. All right. She dried her eyes and looked at the doctor. Her eyes now as clear as day. Where to, Professor? She asked. Somewhere pleasant, he replied. Somewhere they feed you. To tigers. Somewhere pleasant? No, not. Somewhere they feed you sandwiches, I meant. Not going to feed you to tigers. The newsreader had on her serious face.
She's John Pertwee.
Put on my serious face on. Do you like me to? I'm going to tell some serious news. Okay, put my serious head on. Your mum's dead.
Oh, yeah, okay then. Would you like a cup of cake and a slice of tea? cheer you up now, your mum's dead.
The newsreader had on her serious face, and it looked all the more serious on the huge television screen, which dominated the far wall and was the focal point of this North London flat.
Ah.
Apparently there had been a terrorist attack out in the West End some 13 hours ago. Anthrax had been released on the public, killing over 10,000 people and injuring many more. That's one hell of an anthrax attack. I mean,
And if only 10, and then if Ace had run faster, there would have been less anthrax death.
thinking about, anthrax killing 10,000 people, you would need a lot of anthrax.
Yeah, but Anthrax is a famous Doctor Who villain, isn't it?
Okay, he's got a big gun.
Yeah.
He's got a million
Shit.
Daleks.
Anthrax, come on.
Huh?
Anthrax. Is
It
one.
really is.
What? No. But it's not a man with a name
Oh,
like
okay.
Anne.
Oh, I thought it was just
Not
anthrax.
Manthrax.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. Manthrax.
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 Oh,
That's it.
no.
Oh my God, it's
Lila,
Manthrax.
it's Manthrax.
Shit. Emily felt sick. She was supposed to have been going out last night with her 2 best friends to the Odeon, Leicester Square, but had felt ill and had remained at home. Oh shit! So she survived because she felt ill, and now her friends are dead.
Yeah.
She now had
Her
no
friends
idea
Sally and Henry
who had been getting on very well together recently.
in the office.
Yeah, and they kept going upstairs together and coming down smelling
Weird.
smelling like someone had pissed on them.
Coconut and sulphur.
Is that what your piss smells like? Because if so, you should see a doctor.
Sometimes when you go in like a gent's toilet, it stinks of like,
Coconut and sulphur.
coconut and sulphur.
She now had no idea whether they were alive or not. Perhaps dying in a hospital somewhere, near a wall. She hoped if they had been taken to hospital, it hadn't been one with walls in.
10 ones.
Yeah, then she knew that people had no chance of surviving a wall. Not if Doctor Who was around anyway. Hello, I've just come to look at this wall. No reason, don't worry. I'm sure everything will be fine. You 1,000 people, you look fine, don't worry. I'm sure you won't die. Oh, they're all dead. That's a shame.
Okay, that's 999,000 walls. Just a few more to look at now.
Just a few more.
On my wall tour
Yeah,
of the
it's just
universe.
got a couple more left and almost up to 1 billion people. I was going to see a wall the other day, but I checked it out first, and apparently only 800 people died there. Would have thrown my numbers off.
That would have been absolutely terrible. I'm going to go and see a brilliant quiz show on television where apparently they bring a wall.
They bring on a wall and then shoot 1,000 people. That's brilliant.
Bring on a wall!
Yeah, all right, everybody, time to bring on the wall and shoot the audience. Paddy, a bit of a word with you about this new format for the game show. Do you think it's necessary to shoot the audience every week? That's me gimmick. That's me new catchphrase.
How'd you like me guns?
Do you like me bullets in your face?
Not really. Joe, hey, bang, 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 you're dead.
Too bad. Oh, what a shame. All right, see you next week. Don't make sure you come to the show.
Don't call me Jason Manford for nothing. In fact, don't call me that at all. What's my name?
Jason Manthrax. That's what they call him.
Jason Manthrax.
It was Jason Manthrax. Yeah. I shot 1,000 people with me Manthrax gun.
He's not quite, because he's Paddy.
I know. But you got him wrong, so now I'm going with Jason Manthrax. He's Paddy Manguinness.
Yeah. I'm Paddy McGuinness.
Yeah. So she now had no idea whether they were alive or not, perhaps dying in a hospital somewhere. The emergency newsline set up had been unable to shed any light on the matter, and she had been forced into waiting. It had almost reached midday, meaning she had been waiting for over 5 hours. She sat now, curled up in the wicker armchair of her neighbour's flat, hugging his black cat and dripping salt water tears onto its fur.
From her eyes or from
a pipette. She sucked them all out of her eyes earlier when she was crying a lot.
Same rubbish shape from in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Dripping salt water.
Could you stop doing that, please? I'm trying to have a nice sleep.
Excuse me.
Stop pipetting salt water onto me. I'm a cat. I don't like that.
I don't like getting wet. I do my own my tongue bath, don't I? I don't need water. How often do you see cats walking around in the rain? Never.
How often do you see cats walking around under pipettes?
When was the last time you saw a cat using a pipette on itself? Never.
Never.
Yeah. So she sat now, curled up in the wicker armchair of her neighbour's flat, hugging his black cat and pipetting saltwater tears onto its fur, causing the creature to flinch each time one struck. Get off and stop pipetting me. Fucking humans. She brought a slight, delicate hand to an angelic face and rubbed the salt water from her eyes. Brilliant. It's Ginger Beasting all over again.
Yeah, it is.
She brought a thin, bony hand to her ginger face and pissed on herself. She brought a slight, delicate hand to an angelic face and rubbed the salt water from her eyes.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Cow eyes, as her neighbour called them.
Cow eyes?
Cow eyes. Thank you. I like your cow eyes. No, it does go on to qualify this. Cow eyes, as her neighbour called them, brackets, she had never quite ascertained whether this was a compliment or an insult. No, I mean it in a nice way. You got lovely big cow eyes. And you look like a cow and you got big udders. Thank you. No, I didn't mean it as a compliment that time. Then you look like a Frisian cow, a big fat black and white thing standing in a field with udders on. Put some clothes on. Most of this is happening in your imagination. Okay, I'm going to go and spend a bit more time with my imagination and my hand.
So that's what a neighbour sounds like. Right?
Yeah. Tommy, as was her neighbour's name, was not there. She'd gone next door, in need of some company, but had let herself in with the spare key when she heard Cornelius mewing and scratching at the door. I guess that's the cat's name, not like a kid or her neighbour's name. Tommy Cornelius. No, the next line is, Mr. Tommy Fitch usually alerted her when he was going to be away, as she would check on Cornelius for him. She only hoped his absence this Sunday morning was not a sign of the worst, and that he hadn't been in the vicinity of the West End last night. But he had, hadn't he? Once more she thought of her friends, and as she tucked her loose hair behind her ears, she began to quietly weep.
Yeah, she should put that in a bag or something.
Yeah,
She's got some loose hair.
She's got a pile of loose hair on her
tucking
head.
in. Is it a bird?
Is it a bird? We don't know. Has it flown away yet? Not yet, but will it later?
Could do.
Maybe. Is it her husband? No relation. Eli Scorn gazed up at this strange humanoid who seemed insistent on keeping him on her lap and strangely unaware that she was leaking on him. Eli Scorn is the name of the cat, right?
Yeah.
She called him Cornelius, but then from his perspective, he's called Eli Scorn.
Is he an anagram?
Eli Scorn gazed up at the strange humanoid who seemed insistent on keeping him on her lap and strangely unaware that she was leaking on him. He mewed to inform her of the fact, but it was a wasted effort. The human oral system seemed incapable of understanding any language bar its own. Humans in general seemed to be actually capable of very little, although the feline of their species did have a rather pleasing aspect about them.
What's a cat's fancy people? All right, yeah, okay.
The feline of their species.
Yeah, the feline, the girl version.
The female. Feline is cat.
Yeah, but he's a cat, so that's his term for it, right?
No, feline means cat. It doesn't mean female cat.
No. No, you don't know cat.
That is
What
a
do you
weird.
know?
No, yeah. Although the feline of their species. I mean,
Yeah.
the other species of their species.
No, you don't understand. You're not a cat.
Yeah, but I do speak English, and feline is an English word.
Ooh, look, did you write this? Did you write this?
That's why. If
So,
I had, I
who's
would
right
have
then?
said the feline of
The
their
feline
species.
of their species.
That is basically like saying, oh, the cats are rubbish, but the human of their species
No,
is good.
you know nothing. Feline for girl cats, he-line for male cats. What's your problem?
Man line for male cats. Yeah.
Me-line
Me-line.
if you turn into a cat.
Yeah, me-line,
He-line,
yeah.
she-line.
Ham line. Yeah.
She-line. Feline. She-line or feline
You
for the
can't
girl
even
ones.
keep up with your own
He-line
line.
for men, ham-line for pigs.
So the woman ones of their species did have a rather pleasing aspect about them. This one, who was titled Emily, had a good deal of hair, long, thick, and auburn, but only, but only on the top of her head, and also behind her ears where she kept it. According to Fitch, Emily was very attractive. How he was able to tell, Scorn couldn't quite say. They all looked the same to him.
Racist.
So they're both aliens. Fitch and Scorn are like somehow in this together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Emily had forged a career out of having her face photographed.
Ah.
Brilliant. Does anyone want to photograph my face? Anyone?
Think I might
Anyone?
forge a career out of it.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to give me any money? No? Okay. Trying to forge a career at the moment.
What if I take my clothes off? Okay, can I forge a career out of it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take my clothes off, but you're only allowed to photograph my face. That's the deal. You're not taking pictures of my boobs, are you? Okay, I'm trusting you. Why are you standing so far back? Oh, zoom. Okay, yeah, okay. Just the face. All right.
Why stood behind me? And just the face,
Yeah. Emily had forged a career out of having her face photographed. Very few humans could fulfill this role in Earth society. Certainly not with the same aptitude as Cornelius's people. This, he reasoned, was because all of his kind were beautiful and
true.
photogenic.
Yeah, they are.
Whereas only humans with very little flesh and a distinctive jawline are considered pleasing to both themselves and the eyes of a camera.
Yes, that's
Thin, jawy people.
Yes. That's what the Eli Scorn has ascertained. That's not my opinion on the
No,
subject.
no,
This
it's
is
not
the
yours.
viewpoint of Eli Scorn, who's come here and he doesn't even think she's attractive because she's not got any hair apart
Yeah,
from on
because
her
she's
head.
feline, not a cat.
Yeah.
She's not a cat, she's feline.
She's feline. She's not a he-line. Whereas she-line. No, she's a she-line.
She's a human line.
She's not a me-line, said Cornelius. She's a he-line. I mean a she-line. A feline, said Cornelius Scorn.
Emily's nose.
Oh yeah. What does she knows? She knows lots of things.
Emily's knows lots of things. Emily's nose.
Said Gret, turning up. Emily's knows lots of things. Said Gret, turning up for a line. I gotta go now. Bye. I can smell nut things and chocolate. I can smell food smell. I gotta go. I can smell food smell.
I'm smelling food smell at the moment. I've got to leave. All right, bye, man.
Ah.
So we've just met Emily, who's the neighbour of Fitch, and Fitch's cat. And the next bit, it's like someone's voice in italics Can you give us a little clue about what's going on?
That
here?
is an evil robot
It's an evil robot. Okay.
that's here in order to try and murder Fitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I need to do a convincing evil robot voice.
evil robot voice,
Evil
yeah.
robot voice. I am standing in front of the complex. The door to the units within has a simple 4-digit code. I am deciphering the code. I have deciphered the code.
Okay.
I am very quick with codes. I am opening the door.
Alright,
I am advancing up a staircase. I am a really interesting robot. My scenes are the best.
Oh, fucking hell. I came halfway up the stairs now. Would you want to know what? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
another step up.
Putting
I'm
me,
on
putting me
step
foot,
number 10.
putting me foot on another step.
Okay, I know,
I'll tell you
I'm
what the
gonna
most
talk
amazing thing about me climbing some stairs is. I'm actually a Dalek. Fucking Dalek climbing stairs.
With legs. I'm a leggy dog.
leg Dalek, that's me.
Yeah, my brother's called Zeg and I'm called Leg.
Dalek leg.
Dalek leg.
I am advancing up a staircase. Preliminary scanning seems to suggest an absence of Fitch.
Oh, yeah.
Alien presence is detected, however. Computing genetic makeup. Cat, known, small carnivorous quadruped. Malicious woman.
Woman.
Malicious woman. Jazz enthusiast. I scanned her, and that's all I learned about her. She's malicious. She's a jazz enthusiast. And she's a woman. Alright, that's what I know.
Is she a woman?
Malicious woman, jazz enthusiast. Emily, that's Emily, right?
Oh, no. He's diction referencing what a cat is.
Oh, I see. I thought he was scanning the room and he found a cat and a woman.
No,
oh,
he's just found the alien presence,
definitions
which is-
of the word cat.
Cat, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay,
I don't know
so
why
cat.
he feels the need to do that. He doesn't know. He's found this alien that's a cat and he's gone, what's a cat?
Yeah, no, what he's
Somebody
done, yeah.
likes jazz.
No, what he's done is he's scanned it and he's discovered that it's a cat.
Yes.
And then he's gone, oh, but I'd better look up the word cat in the
Yeah.
dictionary just in case it has any other interesting meanings.
Yes.
Oh, it does. He's just interested in words. Some people are. They're like, I know what a cat is. Of course I know what a cat is. It's a little small four-legged thing with a tail that goes meow. All right. I knew that since I was a baby. I mean, what's one of the first things you learn? You go dog. Maybe you go dog first, and then you go cat.
Cat, yeah.
That's like the second thing you learn as a baby, okay? It's word number 2, okay? It's very much word number 2. I never thought to look it up in a dictionary in case it's got other meanings, other more esoteric meanings, and it does. So, firstly, small carnivorous quadruped, that's the one I know.
That's the one I
Got
know.
a tail, okay. Number 2, malicious woman.
Oh, no,
Oh, I've never used it. That's oh, you're a cat. You're a cat. Oh, dear. I won't use that. It sounds a bit sexist. Number 3, jazz enthusiast. Oh, I do like a bit of jazz. Does that mean I'm a cat? Oh, where's my tail? Someone get me some extra legs. I'm a cat now. I like jazz. Data would seem to point towards the former.
Oh, okay.
Because I scanned it first and I knew it was a
Yeah.
cat. If I didn't know...
I scanned it. It had a trombone in its throat. And it was female. And being malicious.
Being
but,
audible.
But apparently it's the first
Definitely
one. He's
the
got
first
4
one.
legs.
He's got four
He's
legs,
4
he's got
legs
meow.
with a tuber in its mouth.
It's a bit of a mixture. It's a bit of all of them, but it's mostly the former.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's a jazz enthusiast, malicious female cat.
That's right.
But mostly cat's the most important one there.
Yeah, and it's male. It's not a feline, it's a heline.
So yeah, he basically computed genetic makeup. He discovered by scanning its genes
Yeah.
that it was either
Yeah, and see it like a thermal kind of
Yeah.
like reading of
a
it.
small carnivorous quadruped.
Yeah.
A malicious woman or a jazz enthusiast, and then he's like, "Oh, I'd better use my judgment to guess which one it is." I think it's probably the first one of those.
Yeah, all right. I think it's supposed to be a joke, but the fact that the joke doesn't work because it makes no sense because he's a fucking super-powered robot, whatever.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Oh, I'm going to put my money on
God,
cat.
forgive me for trying to inject a bit of humour into Doctor Who.
So, okay, we've got to go a bit further now.
I hope that he has to do lots more dictionary definitions because that was great.
That would be good, yeah.
Dog,
Maybe we.
quadruped, barking thing, ugly,
Yeah.
ugly malicious woman.
Derogatory term for a woman. It's amazing. It's something I learned like when teaching animal words at school. Like when sometimes I have to teach like what's the male and female of an animal, what's the young of an animal. Like you do duck, and then you have to learn drake and
do
duckling.
duck.
And so on. You learn all the animal words and where do they live and what's a group called, like a flock of birds, herd of cows. There's lots of vocabulary
Murder of
about
crows.
exactly. And then there's the words that the noise they make, like moo and meow and so on. And these are different in every language. So I have to teach this, and it is amazing how many words to describe animals can also be used to describe women. It is shocking, and all in a horrible way. Because you think about like cow, Dog, Fox, Vixen. They're just
That one's all right, isn't it?
Chick.
Vixen, Chick, that's nice.
Chick, Bird. They're not then, because even the ones that are a
Yeah.
compliment, it's a backhanded compliment that's reducing you to your appearance.
Humpback whale. Yeah, that's a good one.
Exactly. Well, whale does. People will call like fat women whales. That is a word that
You can call
people
fat
use.
men whales as well if you like.
Yeah, but it's more often used for women, right? And it's amazing just how it's, and like, pig and sow, or there's just like almost every animal. There's a word in there somewhere that you can refer to a woman as. And whereas men, there's actually quite a small number, and they tend to be complimentary, like stag.
The thing is, the interesting thing, that's interesting in of itself.
Oh, thanks.
but
another more
another-
interesting than that I just thought of.
is that like Howard, right? He wrote,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
he wrote loads of great things, and he's got nice hair.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat down to every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Worst Writer in the World with me, Rufus, and...
Me, Rufus.
No.
Me.
You had one job.
Howard.
One job. Say your own name. That's all you had to
Howard.
do. And you failed.
I know.
Even at that.
But can I have a B+ anyway? Just for trying.
No, you get a B-.
Okay, that's all right.
Loser. If you've enjoyed this episode and wish you could listen to more of us and also watch stuff too,
Wow.
then you can by joining the Secret Gang on Patreon. All you've got to do is go to patreon.com/manbycow.
And how are you spelling man by cow?
MANBUYCOW.
Oh, so that's buy cow as in purchase cow, not a man stood next to a
Not
cow.
stood next to a cow, no.
Okay.
And while you're looking at our Patreon and deciding whether or not you want to actually give us any money or not, you can get some stuff for free
What?
to see what it's like.
Wow.
Right?
What kind of stuff?
Well, there's some videos, and there's, you might remember Time Pig is still available. But also, we just made the first 2 chapters of The Adventure of the Very Bad Dog free.
What's
so
that?
If you like Gret Bitchleaf stories,
Great Pinch stories?
The Adventure of the Very Bad Dog has until now been completely exclusive, and no one could get it, except for all those people in the Secret Gang. All right, they could, and they've heard it, and it was good. All right, but now you, person who hates us and doesn't want to sign up and refuses to support us, you can listen to the first 2 chapters for free, and that's a lot of Bitchleaf for your complete lack of money.
Oh my god, that's exciting.
It is, isn't it?
And what if I want to hear the rest of it?
Well, then you can sign up to the gang and you can get the rest of the book immediately just by signing up. And here's the other part of this, right? That's actually last year's book.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Bitchleaf book from last year. Right now, we're writing a whole other book
Wow.
called The Adventure of the Time-Bending Men, and we've already released 10 chapters of that. So if you sign up, not only do you get the whole of The Very Bad Dog, but you get the majority of the Time-Bending Men as well.
Wow.
And the ending of that story is coming in the next few months.
Brilliant.
And you get loads of other stuff as well. All the extended Worst Writer episodes, all the companion video episodes, loads of Secret Gang podcasts. I can't even begin to list because I can't remember.
You did
There's
begin, though. You have begun.
All right,
You just faltered in the middle.
I can't get past the beginning of listing because there is so much. But you can check it out. Go and have a look at patreon.com/manbycow. Or, if you just want to see the free stuff, you can go to manbycow.com/free, and that'll take you straight there to the free samples.
Lovely.
Okay. And if you want to support us but you don't like getting all the extra entertaining stuff, if you're like, I've had enough of you guys.
Right.
But at the same time, I did really enjoy this episode and I want to show my appreciation, then why not tell everyone you know how brilliant it is?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Just go and tell everyone you know how brilliant it is.
someone.
Tell someone.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook.
You can follow us on Facebook.
Or on
Or you
Twitter.
can join us on Twitter.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram as well.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
And join
yeah.
us on Instagram.
We're basically Man by Cow on everything.
Check us out on MySpace.
We did have a MySpace, right?
Does that exist?
I don't think it does, but if it does, we probably have a page. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.